Hey guys, welcome back to another JavaScript programming tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about references in JavaScript, how they work and why you really need to be aware of what they are. So when I say references, I'm talking about reference variables, and a variable actually being a reference to another variable. So let me try and show you guys what I mean by that. Let's just initialize something here, and let's just create a JavaScript file. Okay, so if we open up our inspector here, and let's just say I create a variable called var1. Let's just say this, and this is got some data inside. So we can just console.log this, just like that, nothing too special, and you'll see there's nothing too special about that. Now, one thing you'll notice is if you want to copy this, what you can actually do is we can create another one, var2, and if we set this to be the same as var1, now we can console.log both of these. You'll see they're both the same because I've set them to both be the same. I'm going to change that to let quickly, and now you'll notice if I change this one afterwards, it won't actually do anything. So you see that this is changed data since this was changed, but this is the same as this. So this makes sense because we're initializing this to be the same as that, but then we're changing this afterwards, so that will make sense. But now let's just change the data type. So let's say this is now an array of, let's just say 0, 1, 2, 3, and we're setting this to this just like that, and let's just comment that out. So you can see they're both the same now, but now if I happen to change this array to, let's just say 2, 3, 4, oh no, not directly change it, but if we were to like change a variable inside of this, so var1 0 is actually equal to 10, let's change this, and you can see they both actually change like that. And the reason for that is because this is actually just pointing to this memory location. It's not actually copied as to be this exact same as this. So when I change this, I'm actually going to change the memory location here, which changes this and this. And the basic rule of thumb is to remember is that if you're working with objects, then you're most likely going to be running into references rather than directly copying it. So another example would be if this was an object like a person, we have the name and an age, and then we are to change, let's just say the name or something, and you can see they both change again here. So one way to fix this is if you just want a direct copy, you can just pass it and then stringify it, just like that. And now you'll see this one is still the original, but this one has been changed. Another thing you should be aware of is that when you pass things into functions, so let's say we have a function which just prints it, and we take in some data, and we just console.log this data. So I can use this print function to print out my var1. Let's just delete this, and it prints it out just like that. But now you'll notice if we were to console.log down here, it's going to be the same here. But now if I want to modify the data here, so let's just say I do something like data.name is equal to changed in function, you'll notice that they're both changed because when we pass this in as an argument, we're actually just passing in a reference to this, so this is still referring to var1. So you need to be aware of this, because if you're not, then you're going to come across some bugs in code and you're just going to be really confused. There are actually a lot of bugs which can just be fixed by copying it using JSON parse and JSON stringify. So yeah, just be aware of references in JavaScript. JavaScript is quite a reference heavy language. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the future tutorial. Bye!